officers and members of Special Task Force Degamo, other PNP senior officers, our friends from the media, other guests present today, good afternoon. Welcome to the joint press con of the Special Task Force Degamo. Before we officially start, please allow me to acknowledge some of our distinguished guests this afternoon, led by Honorable Secretary of the Interior and Local Government, Secretary Benjamin Abalos Jr., sir. Police Lieutenant General Ricardo De Leon, the Director General of National Intelligence Coordinating Agency, sir. Our Chief PNP, Police General Rodolfo Asurin Jr., sir. The Chief of Staff, Armed Forces of the Philippines, General Antonio Centeno, sir. We also with us alone is Attorney Lito Mano, Deputy Director ng Bureau of Investigation. And finally, Attorney Miko Clavano, the spokesperson of the DOJ. Of course, we also would like to acknowledge the presence of Yusef March Gutierrez, other officers from the Department of Interior and Local Government. Good afternoon to everyone. Before we start the question hour, may we request Secretary Benhor Abalos to deliver his opening statement, sir.
Maraming salamat. Of course, nandito po muli tayo sa task force na binuo ng ating mahal na Pangulo. Ngayon, kay ulam sa ating mga kababayan, ano nangyayari po. Kamukha ng sinabi ni, ayusin ko lang yung mic, medyo magulo. Like this. Okay. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Inuulit ko, ito yung ngayon ay ang task force na binuo ng ating mahal na presidente. Nandito kami ngayon upang mag-ulat sa ating mga kababayan kung anong mga nangyari. Ang importante, mic test. Of course, kamukha ng sinasabi po kanina, nakita nyo naman, ito ang Chief of Staff ng ating AFP, Armed Forces of the Philippines, si General Centeno, at sa hanay naman ng Philippine National Police, si General Asurin, at ang mga kasama mga polis po nandito ngayon. Of course, sa ating National Intelligence Coordinating Agency, ito po pagdating sa mga mic test. Andiyan po si General De Leon, Ricardo De Leon, no? Nandito po sila ngayon. And of course, sa hanay naman po ng NBI, nandito po ang ating Deputy Director, si Attorney Lito Magno ng NBI. And of course, ang ating spokesperson ng Department of Justice, si Attorney Miko Clavano. Mamaya may mga i-announce po sila. No? So, kumpleto po, of course, ang lahat po rito. Ngayon, ito na po ang gusto ko sabihin that itong mga nakaraang linggo ay maraming nangyari. So, over the weekend, ang joint team ng Philippine National Police, Criminal Investigation and Detection Group, and the Armed Forces of the Philippines conducted a search in HDJ Bayawan Agri-Ventures Corporation. Ito ay sa Tolong compound owned by Pride Henry Alipit Teves, located at Caranoche, Santa Catalina, Negros Oriental, by virtue of a search warrant issued by the Regional Trial Courts of Mandaue for violation of Republic Act 10591 o ang tinatawag nating Comprehensive Firearms and Ammunition Regulation Act. Ano ang resulta? Ang resulta ay ang seizure of several high-powered firearms and ammunition. Nasa harap po natin yung iba po rito. No? And several arrests of 3 male workers of HDJ Tolong who were all found in possession of firearms without any license to own and possess the same. The raiding team also discovered two digital, of course, no, itong rating team likewise inadvertently discovered and unearthed assorted fart cartridges and slugs, RPG ammunition, and improvised explosive device and several components. So, yan, nakikita nyo sa litrato. Hindi na ho biro ito dahil ito'y improvised explosive device. Ito yung mga sumasabog, no? The operating team used backhoe and other heavy equipments to dig and recover these items buried within the grounds of the said compound. And as we speak, search operation, andyan po mga search operation. So, kung makikita nyo po, nasa litrato, no? Kasi baka may magsabi na naman, yung mga tanim-tanim na yan no? Ito ho'y hinukay ng backhoe. Andyan ba yung pictures natin? Yung mga video, mamaya ipapakita namin sa inyo ito kung paano nakita ito sa compound. No? Talagang hinukay ng malalayan. Kita nyo, napastao ang hukay nito. No? This by itself will prove na talagang ito'y sinadya ng mga tao na dyan sa compound na yan. At ito'y very clear, kinumpleto po na this is all in accordance with law. No? Kompleto po yan. Yan ang backhoe na ginamit, no? At ganyang kalalalim yan. Ngayon, just to continue, Mr. Pride Teves, the person named in the search warrant, was not around during the implementation of the search warrant, but some staff of the HDJ Tolong were present together with elected officials of Barangay Caranoche and the municipality of Santa Catalina to witness the conduct of the search. Meantime, the three arrested individuals, together with the confiscated pieces of evidence, were presented today before the DOJ for inquest proceedings. Mamaya po, i-explain po ito ng ating kaibigan si Miko. No? So, ayan po, habang nagsasalita ako, makikita nyo sa mga video, yung mga nahukay na ito at yung mga nakuwang ebidensya. In a separate development, as part of our continuing investigation on the Degamo case, we would like to report that on March 26, 2023, Special Investigation Task Force Group of Police Regional Office 7 implemented two search warrants in two separate areas in Bayawan City and Negros Oriental. This is against two identified conspirators of the shooting incident that transpired on March 4, 2023 at Pamplona, Negros Oriental that claimed the lives of Governor Rafael Degamo and 8 others. Seized from the place subject of the warrant were firearms, ammunition, fragmentation grenade, assorted pictures of Governor Degamo, a sketch plan, and a picture of a building believed to have been used in the planning of the murder of Governor Degamo. The other search warrant was implemented against Nigel Eloctono at Amparos Village, Grabador's residence, Barangay Villarreal, Negros Oriental, which also resulted in the seizure of firearm, ammunition, hand grenade, pictures of Governor Degamo and his family, maps, house routes, and picture of the gate of the residence of Governor Degamo believed to have been used during the planning stage of the murder. The second search, Nigel Eloctono, who is the chief security of Negros, is one of the three individuals arrested by the joint PNP-AFP team last March 24 during the implementation of the search warrant against Henry Pride Teves in Tolong Compound at Caranoche, Santa Catalina, Negros Oriental. So, in the light of the recent developments, the Special Task Force is very confident that we are nearing to the end of unmasking the masterminds behind the shocking and gruesome murder of Governor Degamo. Sa ngalan po ng task force, gusto naming i-recognize at pasalamatan ang dokumen ang ating kapulisyahan, Chief Rodolfo Asurin, Ang CIDG na headed ni uh, General Romeo Karamat at ang kanyang mga tao. At gusto ko rin pasalamatan, of course, ang Armed Forces of the Philippines headed by General Andres Centino, Chief of Staff of the National Bureau of Investigation. Maraming salamat din po. No? Of course, ang ating NICA, ang lahat po ng other related agencies na tumulong for their untiring efforts in bringing peace, security, and order in the Negros province. We would also like to take this opportunity to express our gratitude to the people of Negros Oriental for their outpouring of support to the government by continuously providing information to the authorities that led to the discovery of loose firearms and other instruments of violence with the hope of ending the violence that has long plagued this province. Sa pagkakataong ito lang message ko sa mastermind. Alam kong alam mo kung sino ka. Sumuko ka na. Sumuko ka na. Lahat ng ebidensyang ito, nakita naman natin sa ilang nakaraang araw. Yung mga mismong pumatay, nasa kustudiya na. Habang tumatagal, ang dami na. Alam mo kung sino ka. Sumuko ka na. At sa iba pang hindi pa ho sumusuko, iba ang utak ng taong ito. Pag-isipan yung dalawa, baka kayo isunod nito. Iba ho ito. Is very, very devious. Is very evil. Lahat ng kasamaan nasa taong ito para pumatay ka ng ganyan. Hindi karapat dapat yan dito po sa ating bansa. Dapat mahusgahan yan at dapat ang hustisya ay ating makamtan. Makakamtan natin yan. Sama-sama tayo rito ngayon sa ngalan po ng pamamahala ng ating mahal na Presidente. Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat.
Thank you very much to our SLG Attorney Benmar Avalos, sir. Maybe also hear from Attorney Nico Clavano for some updates, sir. Thank you.
Hello. Sec, thank you very much for having us. Meron po lang announcement ang Department of Justice. I'd like to read my statement. On March 23, 2003, 6 more individuals tagged in the attack at the residence of Governor Roel Degamo at Sitio 9, Barangay San Isidro, Pamplona, Negros Oriental, which resulted in the deaths of the governor himself and 8 others, and the injuries of 17 other victims on March 4, 2023, were presented for inquest proceedings before the DOJ state prosecutors. Noong Biyernes po ito. The NBI-NCR, acting as complainants, states that these individuals voluntarily surrendered to the Joint Task Force Degamo, the composition of which you see here before you today. On March 18, 2023, one of the respondents surrendered, followed by others on March 21, 2023. The details of the affidavits, statements, and other evidence will have to be kept confidential right now pending the ongoing investigation by the task force. However, today, the Joint Task Force would like to announce that the resolution on the inquest has been released today, March 27, 2023. The resolution recommends the filing of sets of information against the 6 respondents for 9 counts of murder for the killing of Governor Degamo, Jesse Botay, Jose Marie Ramirez, Jomar Canseco, Crispin Valega, Florence Quiniquito, Joseph Retada, Michael Gidan Fabigas, and Jerome Makiling. They will also be charged with 13 counts of frustrated murder and 3 counts of attempted murder. The charge for the frustrated murder of victim Diomedes Omatang was referred for further investigation for lack of the necessary documents to prove the injuries that he sustained. The NBI-NCR was likewise directed to pursue its investigation as regards the alleged recruiter and handler as well as the principals by inducement, mentioned by some of the respondents in their affidavits. The cases will be tried jointly with the previous cases for murder filed by the Office of the Provincial Prosecutor of Negros Oriental against the 4 previous respondents who were caught and subjected to inquest proceedings recently. The Department of Justice commends the work of the Joint Task Force and lends its unwavering commitment to see this case through until justice is finally served. We would like to remind the media, however, our partners in this quest for the truth, to please exercise discretion in releasing the names of the respondents and the alleged handler so as not to jeopardize the investigation and the security of the families of those involved. Thank you very much and good afternoon.
Thank you, Attorney Miko Clavano. For Sir,
Jen, is it possible para, kasi ang daming tumatawag, sorry kung hindi kami nakakasagot no, pa isa-isang issue. Siguro, ibuhos na namin ngayon. Can you make a report dito sa ating, sa Bulacan, yung nangyari kay Colonel na Naparel? You just make a report na lang. Yeah. Para alam nila. I'm sorry.
yes, sir. At around 9 p.m. of March 25, sir, a rapidly hold-up incident was reported at the San Miguel Municipal Police Station. And as a result of that report, sir, the acting Chief of Police, Police Lieutenant Colonel Marlon Serna, released a flash alarm regarding the alleged involvement of 2 suspects on board a Mio motorcycle. And after that, sir, the Chief of Police himself led the hot pursuit operation and manhunt operation together with his other personnel. At around 10:30 of same night, sir, at the dark portion near the boundaries of San Miguel Municipal Police Station and San Ildefonso Police Station, the Police Lieutenant Serna, together with his 2 police officers and one driver, sir, encountered the suspects. Unfortunately, during the armed encounter, the Chief of Police, Lieutenant Colonel Serna, was hit on the head that causes instantaneous death, sir. And right now, sir, we are still conducting manhunt operation, and the Police Regional Office 3 released a composite sketch of the suspect as shown on the screen, sir. And as we speak, sir, a 1.2 reward has already been raised by no less than the SALG, the Police Regional Office 3, the Chief PNP, and the Honorable Governor of Bulacan, Governor Daniel Fernando. We now have a 1.2 million reward money for any information that will lead to the identification and arrest of the suspect, sir. The body of Lieutenant Colonel Serna lies now in his hometown in Santa Rosa, Nueva Ecija, and all the necessary assistance have already been extended by the Philippine National Police so that we could somehow assuage the grief and suffering of the family of the slain police officer, sir. That's all, sir.
Thank you, Jim. So, kung may katanungan po, inuulit ko, no, yung ating bayani na baril po si Colonel Purito, siya hinahabol niya yung nagnakaw. At unfortunately, siya po inaparil at tinamaan po siya sa ulo. So, pinaghahanap ang taong po ngayon. Ayan po, nasa harap ninyo ang litrato. Kung sino po nakakaalam, tulungan niyo po kami mahanap ito. No? At ang reward po rito is 1.2 million. Okay. So, wala naman tayong announcement, Jim. Okay.
We can now start our question hour. The first to ask questions, sir, is Ms. Leia Ilagan of UNTV, followed by Mr. Alfred Dallison of People's Journal. Okay.
Good afternoon po, SIL. Good afternoon, sirs. Sir, lilinawin lang po namin, yun po bang panawagan nyo na konsulto sa mastermind? Ito po ay para kay Congressman Arnold Teves. Kasi kanina po sa DOJ, nabanggit po na isa sa kinukonsiderang suspect si Congressman Teves.
Well, siguro naman sa ngayon ay may kanya-kanya na tayo opinion kung sino itong tao ito. Ako yung binabase ko, hindi lamang sa opinion ko, ako yung isang kapatid. Pero alam ko rin kung sino siya. Pero just so, baka mamaya sabihin niya, everyone is still innocent until his guilt is proven. But right now, this is what I assure him. No? Kung sino man ang mastermind nito, malakas na ang aming ebidensya ngayon. Nung una, kamukha na nakita nyo, yung mga namaslang sa ating Governor Degamo at ibang mga inosente ay halos nahuli na ng task force na ito. Ngayon, nakikita nyo, it's not only, inuulit ko, hindi lamang yung testimony, importante forensic. Ano yung forensic? Yung mga ebidensya. Yan, nasa harap ninyo. Napakarami at hindi pa yan. Hindi lang namin dinala dito yung IED. Ano ba yung IED? No? Sa ating mga kababayan, ito yung improvised exploding device. Improvised. Talagang yung mga sumasabog na pwede mong gamitin yung mga cellphone mo. Delikado yan. No? I mean, wala matinong taong mag-iipon ng ganyan. At nakita nyo naman, yung ebidensya, klarong-klaro. Hinukay ng bako. Nakita nyo, lampas tao yung hinukay nito. Baka yung iba dyan, makasalita rin naman, no? Kung saan-saan na ito'y pinantahan. How can you plant anything na nakita mong binako pa para makita? These are overwhelming evidence by themselves. So I'm asking the mastermind, kung mo nang parusahan pa sarili mo, sumuko ka na. At sa iba pang nakakaalam rito, is a devil, demonyo yan. Baka kung anong gawin sa inyo. Tulungan nyo lang gobyerno, sumuko na rin kayo. And we will protect you. Thank you.
Sir, para sa assessment ng po ng PNP at AFP, kanina po sir nabanggit niyo na hindi biro itong mga nakuhang mga armas kahit noong unang raid pa. Sa assessment po ng PNP at AFP, paano nyo i-assess yung nag-iipon ng ganito? May tuturing po ba siyang facts or criminal game?
Ako mismo, kitang-kita mo na eh. Bakit ka mag-iipon ng ganito karaming rifle, ganong karaming IEDs? At hindi pa yun, ha? Tama ang sinabi ng isa sa CIDG sa akin. Kung minsan, yung mga barrel na delikado talagang, alam mo na kung saan gagamitin para ipunin mo ito. Of course, sino gagamit niya? Isipin natin at bakit inukay na malalim. It will be used for future, di ba? Purposes. Ganun kasi dito eh. In any case, let the experts answer this. Ako, I have my own opinion about it. And definitely it is a yes. But let's ask General Santino and of course General Asuri.
Thank you very much, sir. As shown by the confiscated different calibers of firearms, definitely they will be subjected to forensic examination because there might be a possibility that these firearms might have been used before in some of the incidents that transpired in Negros Oriental. So ito ay maaaring nagamit na or gagamitin in the future. So these things will be subjected to forensic examination, ballistic examination. Baka mag-hit dun sa mga ibang mga naging biktima ng krimen sa Negros Oriental. And yes, definitely by the volume of the firearms that were confiscated, definitely this is a means of the group or those who procured and who possess these firearms. It would mean that they have a group that they are using for their illegal activities and nefarious activities in the area. Thank you.
Bago sagutin ni General Santino, pakibalik lang yung previous slide. Pakibalik lang. Isa ba? Look at the one on the right side. Sniper yan, ha? Sniper yan. Yan yung mga pangmalala yung bakit ka kukuha ng ganyang barrel? Hindi lang high power, sniper. At ilan yung ganyan? What does it mean? And IEDs. That by itself, mas mapinaplano nito. That by itself. I mean, ito'y binapatok rin sa ating mga kababayan. Pag-isipan nyo, isang taong puro ganito ang dala, nagpapasabog pa, naku, hindi pa tinupo ito. General, please.
Yeah, good afternoon. Just by looking at this
items sa volume, sa quantity, sa caliber, at sa type ng firearms. We can say na lalo na isang incident ito nakuha. So, nagkasama-sama itong nakuha. So, we can surmise that posible na ginamit ito for a purpose to defense activities. So, yan, nakikita naman natin sa harapan natin.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Sir, IED, alam natin kung sino ang mga gumagamit. Mga terorista ng People's Army, terorista sa Mindanao. Possible ba na meron silang connivance dito sa mga nakuhang IED, sir?
Ang sa akin lang, lahat ng anggulo ay pag-aaralan po natin. What is important, nakita niyo yung mga klaseng armas, nakita niyo yung mga klaseng IED na ginagamit ng mga terorista, dapat ito'y talagang pag-aralan ng gusto kung anong may linkage man o kung ano po ito. Lahat ng anggulo, dapat talaga pag-aralan.
Thank you, Ms. Leah. May we hear from Mr. Alfred Alison of People's Journal, followed by Mr. Rafi Lima of GMA 7.
Good afternoon, Secretary, and to the chiefs. Good afternoon po. Sir, kay Chief PNP, maybe no, ano po yung mga baril na yan? And yesterday or last Saturday, meron pang another raid in Negros na meron mga 9,000 plus na ammunition na na-recover. Are those materials legal? Nabili ba ng mga grupo kung saan-saan man? May papeles sila, sir.
Okay. Those firearms that were confiscated, definitely we have to look into the serial numbers of the firearms that are confiscated, and titingnan din natin kung nakalisensya yan. But one thing is definite, these firearms should not be in the possession of the subject of the search warrant. And at the same time, kung saan man po nila nabili ito, definitely, kung ito'y mga licensed gun dealers, they also have to explain bakit po nila nabentahan yung subject natin ng search warrants.
May I ask this question to the legal counsel of the CIDG, sir? Sir, si Secretary Avalos and Secretary Remulla have long been telling us na the DILG, PNP, and the DOJ will be partnering in filing criminal charges against suspects to ensure conviction and certainty of punishment for the accused. Pero last week, one of the charges filed against suspended Congressman Tevez was junked by the DOJ kasi wala raw po supposed to be, dapat hindi kasama si Tevez sa complaint. And what happened? Hindi ba kayo nag-usap ng DOJ? And what will happen again this time na wala rin si Pride Tevez dun sa raid yesterday or Saturday? Will you include him in the complaint again, even he's not in the area, sir?
Good afternoon, sirs, to our secretary, the ILG, sir, and our chief PNP and the chief of staff of AFP. Ang nangyari po doon sa kay Pablio, at that time, the firearms and the explosives were taken in Pablio's actual possession. And likewise, doon sa kay Hana Uray, that is the firearms, the two pistols were taken or were registered under the name of her husband. However, the licenses of those two firearms were revoked. The difference here, doon po sa dalawa, yung pong dalawa, na, na-dismiss yung kay Congressman Teves because yung actual possession na kay Pablio. Ganon din po kay Hana Mayoral. Dito po, halos lahat po na that were discovered and searched and seized were within the compound of HDJ Tulong. So that walang actual possession na walang tao na may actual possession of these firearms and explosives. Except dito sa tatlong arrested natin na merong nakitang possession sa kanila na limang firearms. So that is the difference. So I think this the result of the implementation of this second search warrant mukhang matibay po ang maipafile nating mga kaso. In fact, nakapag-file na po tayo ngayon na inquested na po yung tatlong suspects natin. And including in that complaint is Pride Henry Teves.
What is important is due process is at work here. Kung tama, file. Kung hindi tama, hindi mapafile. Ganun kasimple. In any case, I think Yusek Clavano would like to add to something.
Hi, good afternoon po ulit, no? With regards to that case that was dismissed as against Congressman Arnie Teves, ang nangyayari po doon, kagaya po ng sinabi ni Sir Valmonte, there was one gun, no? And hindi naman po pwede na dalawang may-ari ng baril. So we had to determine kung sino talagang may actual possession nung baril. Kasi yung dahilan kung bakit natin sinama si Congressman Arnie was there was a discrepancy or there was a need to determine kung may actual possession or may constructed possession. So as a matter of prudence, sinama na namin yung dalawa. Pero just to correct yung misconception na dinismiss po yung kaso, dinismiss po siya partially as regards to Congressman Teves, but the case went on. Kumbaga, meron pa rin nakasuhan dun sa kaso na yun. So, to say that it was dismissed is a misnomer dahil po, tuloy po yung kaso eh. So, it was only as to Congressman Teves, but the case went on. So, ang tama sigurong term dun ay na-resolve po yung case. Your point po na hindi po kami coordinate, I would just like to mention na we are in very close coordination with the PNP as well as the NBI po. The prosecutors are working hand in hand now, which is a vision that Secretary Abalos and Secretary Mulya already mentioned from the get-go. Nung simula pa lang ng administration po, gumawa po si Secretary Abalos at si Secretary Mulya ng isang joint program. Linaunch nila po yan. So now, the law enforcement agencies as well as the prosecutors will work hand in hand in the ground when they do their case build-up. Kaya po, yung mga ganitong bagay, mawawala na po yan. We will be able to file very solid cases from now on dahil po sa ginawang joint program ni Secretary Apolos at Secretary Mulya. Kila po, no? Just to correct the connotation.
Cancellation of the LPAP of Pride Teves and the other people kung hindi pa nare-revoke this time.
Definitely, that would be the subject of the inquiry or the investigation that will be conducted by the Chief of the NPO, and we leave it at him kung anong maging recommendation niya.
Thank you, sir. May we hear from Mr. Rafi Tima, sir, followed by Mr. Kim Salinas of Zone TV.
Kung ako lang po yung paghahanap kay Congressman Teves, na po tayo dito.
meron na po bang involvement dito yung Interpol?
Actually, no, kasi dapat maintindihan natin ang proseso ngayon. Correct me if I'm wrong, Yusek Miko. Sa ngayon ba, meron naman na i-file labang kay Perez na desisyonan na ng DOJ o wala pa? Against Congressman Arnie Perez. Just for the record, para alam na ating kababayan.
It's like it's still under it's pending preliminary investigation. Dahil po kailangan po masubpina si Congressman Perez, he has to submit his counter affidavit and it goes through the normal preliminary investigation process. Yung kaibahan po with the inquest proceedings, madalian po yun dahil nasa custody na po yung mga na subject of warrantless arrest. Yung mga hindi po na subject ng warrantless arrest, they have to go through a longer process of preliminary investigation.
So, klaro po yan, no, sa mga nakikinig. Meron po tayo mga batas na sinusunod dito. Kamukha nga sinasabi ni Yusek Miko, yung ordinaryo ay papabayaan ka sumagot. Sumagot ka, may hearing yan. At kung matalo ka, doon ay iaakit yan. No? So, sinusunod natin ang tamang proseso dito. At kung mangyari yun, iaakit na natin ito sa International Police dahil makakaroon ng warrant dito. No? At yung sinasabi na naman, yung isang bahagi naman, yung subject of warrantless arrest, may mga exception yan. Pero inuulit ko, ito yung nagpapatunay lamang na ang task force na ito ay talagang sinusunod po namin kung anong sinasabi ng batas. Yun lang po yun. Thank you.
Just to clarify po, so yung involvement ng Interpol, wala po po rito in terms of intelligence gathering kasi of course, alam natin yung mga balibalitang naglilipat lang siya ng mga bansa. Yung effort lang to gather intelligence on his whereabouts.
Well, sa totoo lang, Rafi, no, andito ang NICA, andito of course ang AFP, ang PNP, may kanya-kanyang intelligence report yan eh. Kaya nga dito, talagang full of the nation approach ito. Pero kamukha ng sinasabi ko, no, hindi ko lang pwedeng sabihin sa ngayon sa ating mga kababayan, we are doing our homework here. Yung dapat gawin ay gawin namin at ina-assure ko sa inyo sa bagay lang dito. Number one, lahat idadaan namin sa proseso. And number two, paulit-ulit namin sinasabi at pinapangako ng ating mahal na presidente, justice will be served. Justisya ay makakatakunan. Salamat po.
Last question ko po. Sa dami po ng mga armas na nakuha dun sa compound, meron po bang somehow intelligence na may nag-aamas na ng ganito kadaming mga armas and going forward, meron po bang effort ang ating AFP at PNP to monitor kung meron nag-aamas ng mga ganito kadaming mga armas and high-powered kasama pa itong mga sniper rifles? Thank you.
Siguro ibibigay ko ang microphone of course kay ating Chief of Staff, Centino at kay ating Chief. No? Pero ito lang masasabi ko sa ating mga kababayan. Meron pong nabuong team, task force for the disbandment of private army group. Ito yung nag-ooperate kami sa Mindanao. Basically, it's the same team. No? Ako po yung nag-head na chairman nito. Ang mga vice chairman po rito ay of course ang ating Secretary of the National Defense. Kasama po ito ang PNP, ang AFP. Naging very effective po kami. Marami pong nakukuha. Kaya nga, this will be the same team na gagamitin namin for the disbandment of private army. Hinihingi po namin ng alis sa ating mahal na Pangulo. Kasama po of course si General De Leon. Napaka-importante niya po dito sa ano ito. At NBI kasama rin po. No? Lalo na ngayon mag-e-election tayo. Dapat mabuwag ang ganito mga private army group. No? So depende siguro sa lugar. What is important, kamukha ng pinakita nitong task force Degamo, kung nagsanib-sanib ang puwersa ng gobyerno rito, talagang matutukoy natin talagang actually mahuhuli naman pero mas madali ang trabaho kung sama-sama lahat, no? General Centino, baka pwede niyo masagot kung meron daw tayo nahuling o sa inyo na kakakalam na ganito kadami ng mga private army groups.
We have a task force created specifically to address the private armed groups, to the dismantlement of these private armed groups. And regularly we meet, we submit reports to the task force, and ayun, ang napag-uusapan naman, of course, ang nagiging focus initially was in some or certain areas in Mindanao, but kasama rin yun naman din ang effort natin in other areas, at may mga reports naman tayong nakukuha, maybe not as accurate as what we have right now, na nakikita natin ito talaga ganun kadami.
General, sorry, ito na lang po, sir.
Thank you, sir. The PNP right now is intensifying ang ating operation against loose firearms. So, with the designation of our new CSG director, si Brigadier General Silo, that's one of our marching order to him na paitingin natin ang ating kampanya laban sa loose firearms to include yung mga unregistered na mga or expired na mga license firearms. They are considered loose firearms. So, ang panawagan natin sa mga kababayan natin to help the PNP and the AFP report kung meron silang nalalaman about mga grupo or mga iba't ibang tao na nagkakamas ng mga iba't ibang ng baril. Just like the search warrant that was implemented by DCIDG dito sa Manila, wherein a foreigner was also the subject of this warrant. Almost 80 or more than 80 firearms were recovered. So ito is, we also depend not only sa aming intel effort, but sa mga reports na ipinaprovide sa atin ng ating mga kababayan, so that as early as now, we can confiscate itong mga loose firearms na nagkakalat dito sa atin. So thank you very much and good afternoon.
May we hear from Ms. Kim Salinas of A to Z?
Hi sir, good afternoon. Sir, could pa-clarify lang ako ulit sir. Ang master, pwede na ba natin sir pangalanan directly coming from you sir, yung mastermind dito sa Degamo cases natin sir?
Papangalanan ko na, pangalan nito. Ang pangalan ng mastermind, demonyo. Yun ang pangalan niya, talaga demonyo tong taong to. At ipakukulong natin yan. Pasensya na, follow procedure, maski demonyo yan. Susunod natin ang procedure ngayon, hintay natin, hanggang ma-file to, doon ko lang pwede sabihin. Pero definitely, maski yung tunay na pangalan sa birth certificate, alam ko, middle name ito, demonyo. Okay?
Okay sir, pero sir yung last week sir, sinabi niyo meron pa kayong 5 to 6 na suspect na hinahanap. Ngayon ba sir, kumusta itong paghahanap at ilan yung kabuuang suspect na hawak po ngayon ng DOJ and DILG sir?
Tuloy-tuloy po ang ating investigasyon habang tumatagal, mas lalo lumalalim, at mas lalo sabihin na natin, no? Ang importante ko kasi, hindi lamang yung testimony. Sa ating mga kababayan, hindi lamang yung magtuturo ka, magtuturo siya, magtuturo. Importante, pagturo mo, may ibang ebidensya. So, hindi lamang yung testimony. So, yun ang nangyayari ngayon. Hindi lamang yung pagtuturo, pagkasabi ng iba, pero other evidence na nakikita. Yung po ang tawag po ng forensic evidence. No? So, habang tumatagal, mas lalo dumadami. Yun ang po masasabi namin. Thank you po.
Thank you, sir. May we hear from Ms. Paige Javier of CNN Philippines, followed by Ms. Denise Osorio of Global Daily Mirror.
Hi, good afternoon. My question is for Spokes Clavano. Going back lang yung nasabi ni SOJ kanina na si Congressman Arnold Davis is being considered one of the masterminds. Maybe clarify why is the congressman being considered at this point? Thank you, sir.
Well, from the very get-go, sinabi pa ni PBBM, no, na this is purely political. So, amongst all the motives na siguro kinonsider ng Special Task Force, isa yon sa mga kinonsider na this is purely political. And when you say it's purely political, yung political rival po, no, ni Governor Degamo, a known political rival, is the Teves family. Kaya po, sinabi po ni Secretary yun kanina na he is one of those that we are considering dahil po dun sa angle na yun. Of course, that's not to say na hindi kami tumingin dun sa ibang possible motives or angles, no? May mga linalabas po yung kabilang kampo na possible na may love angle, possible na may NPA angle. Tinignan ho namin yon, all of that, no? Pero it's hard to go to a lead or um, to follow through with something na wala namang ebidensya. Like we always say sa DOJ, we will only go where the evidence takes us. And this is where we're going.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon. This is for Attorney Cavano as well. So as mentioned, the SOJ has name dropped Congressman or suspended Congressman Teves. Are we allowed to know what exactly his basis is to actually name drop him as one of the masterminds?
Same answer siguro, ma'am, no? That one of the basis for him mentioning that was he is one of those that we consider under that political angle.
Sir, clarify ko lang po. What I mean to say is, do we have a particular angle that a particular reason behind that angle that we could look into?
I don't want to put the cart before the horse, ma'am. This is an ongoing investigation, and to preserve the integrity of the investigation, we have to keep some of the things confidential. And rest assured, no, when the time is right, when the case is right, then we may divulge the identities of the alleged masterminds and principals by inducement. As of right now, the only thing that we can say are the people who have been identified to have participated directly in the killing of Governor Degamo are already in custody, have already been charged with the cases I mentioned earlier, and that's as far as I can go. Thank you.
Sir, I'd just like to follow up. We keep saying masterminds. So are we looking at more than one mastermind?
Well, of course, the investigation is still ongoing, no? So we are still considering several people, no, in the investigation. The participation or the degree of participation have yet to really be identified. Again, because of the ongoing nature of the investigation, we have to keep all these bases for my statements confidential first.
Thank you, ma'am. Intelligence of our friends from the media, we could only entertain last two questions because our distinguished guest has to attend to other pressing matters. So for the last two questions, maybe hear from Mr. Sam Nielsen of BCWB. Last will be Paul Montibon of SMNI. Thank you.
Hi, sir. Kay Attorney Clavano na lang po kasi nag-react si Attorney Topacio dun sa pagbanggit po ni Secretary Remulla na isa sa mga kinukonsider na po si Teves. Nebulous po daw yung statement, Attorney. Ano pong comment niyo lang po?
Well, we are affording all the participants and those involved with due respect, no? There is no intention to put anybody in a bad light. We are just going with evidence. And the statements of Secretary Mulia, whatever they may be, no, will always be backed by evidence.
May we hear from Mr. Paul Montibon, who will ask us the last question, sir. Thank you.
Good afternoon po. Ipapaklaro lang po namin kung itong mga yung sila Nigel Iloctono, may nakuha daw na picture ng Degamo family. Pwede po o doon sa planning stage, pwede pong expound po dito. As mentioned kanina, kasi narinig po namin na mention din po ni SILG.
Sir, the evidence recovered by SITG Pro 7 includes some of the pictures of Governor Degamo and his families as well as the route. And they believe that these pictures, that the routes and maps have been used in the planning stage of the murder that led to the shooting incident last March 4 that led to the death of Governor Degamo, sir. We will ask other details with the SITG Pro 7, sir. We will provide you details later, sir.
Ma'am, last question na lang. Pwede ba natin ma-consider din si ex-Governor Henry Pride Teves as suspect or mastermind dito sa case na to? Secretary, thank you po.
Babasahin ko muna yung unang tanong mo, no? Para lang ano yung isa. Ito yung binasa ko kanina, para lang makita nyo. The other search warrant was implemented against Nigel Electrona, which also resulted in the seizure of firearm, ammunition, and grenade, pictures of Governor Degamo and his family, maps, house rules, and picture of the gate of the residence of Governor Degamo believed to have been used during the planning stage of the murder. This is against Nigel, no? Tapos actually dalawang search yun eh. The second naman, itong kasi Nigel is the chief security of HTJ Tolong, no? Okay. So, yun ang nakasaad dito, para lang klaro. So, let's just limit it to that. Kung ano yung nakalagay doon sa search, i-limit na lang natin doon para lang wag na tayong lumayo pa. No? Doon na lang muna natin. Ngayon, yung issue about Mr. Henry Pride Teves, mamaya mong i-assess na lang yan ng ating mga team ng CIDG. Inuulit ko, maraming salamat, Gerald Karamat, sa lahat ng mga tao mo for all of the hard work here. Hindi biro ito, ha? Napakalalim ng hinukay na ito para makuha lahat ng forensic evidence na ito. No? At ito po'y ginagawa namin para lamang malaman ng ating mga kababayan ang hard work ng task force na ito. At siguro naman, kung sino mo yung mastermind na yan, itong mga taong ito, kung ano sinasabi, inuulit ko, nakita nyo ang lalim ng ukay ng tao. Imposible magtanim ka pa rito. Napaka-imposible nun. Lest ipsa loquitur, the thing will speak for itself. Ito mga bagay na ito magsasalita, kayo na humagusga po rito. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat po sa ating kagalang-galang na kalihim ng